Waiting in long lines to buy food might not be what you'd expect to see in one of the world's biggest oil-producing nations. But this is now an increasingly common sight in Venezuela. When economists talk about the rate of inflation or the devaluation of a currency, it can all seem very academic, removed from the realities of everyday life. But here in Caracas, this is the reality. People lining up at the supermarket to buy basic things like rice, butter and flour. Those are the real effects of an ailing economy. And there's no guarantee that shoppers will find what they need. Coromoto Silva tells us she often has to go without things like bread, sugar and rice, all vital ingredients to feed a family. And this isn't the first time this working mother has faced food shortages.
It's stressful when I go shopping because often I return empty-handed. I'm buying basic food and I have to go to the supermarket every day to check if they have anything. It's really not easy for me, and my children are studying and working, so they can't help.
Venezuela has one of the highest rates of inflation in the world, and some blame government price control of food for the current crisis. But Hugo Chavez's Socialist Party says it's the private sector that's hoarding food and being greedy. That's an excuse analyst Luis Vicente Leon says will only last so long.
For the very first 2 or 3 months, it works for them, and the people is angry at the private sector. But they have to solve the problem, otherwise they are going to be the guilty one at the very end.
For the Silvas then and millions of other Venezuelans, there's no immediate relief in sight. Just the prospect that every time they go to the supermarket, they may return empty-handed. Andy Gallacher, Al Jazeera, Caracas, Venezuela.